Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I want to share with you my thoughts on the newest fragrance releases, some good, some amazing, some horrendous. So if that's something that you're interested in, stick around. And if you're new here, my name is YANA, this is The Scented. We do fun fragrance things, you know the spiel. Let's get into this new fragrance adventure. I'm not going to get too deep into the descriptions, but I'll let you know which ones I thought were standouts and which weren't, and which ones I ended up picking up myself. One of the most exciting new releases is the Good Girl Blush Flanker. The beautiful pink bottle got me. I was never a fan of the previous versions, but this one looked completely different. The note breakdown was totally different. Peony for me, heck yes. Bergamot all the way. It looked like something totally up my alley. Vanilla, I could take it or leave it, but I did try it and it was a bit of a disappointment. It was like more of like a vanillic, citrusy Delina. It really reminded me of Delina, but without all the razzle dazzle. So I could do without it. I would consider it quite a boring new release and I'm not impressed. I did pick up the new LVEB Iris Absolu. This one I got at the Sephora VIB sale, and this is very similar to the original LVEB, but it has a really beautiful sweet iris in the opening. I wish that stuck around longer because it only stays around 20 minutes, and then you really get into kind of the same original LVEB DNA on the dry down. It's still very nice. It's a little bit softer on the patchouli, and it is a little bit powderier, and the iris is present throughout, more iris than the original. So I would consider this a really good new release, especially for people that like sweeter fragrances. The performance is there. They've done enough to tweak the DNA. I think this is better than the original LVEB. So this one I think is a hit. Now, the new Ellis Brooklyn Florist, I actually have this on my hand today. I was really surprised by this scent because the tuberose scent, I have not been friends with tuberose since I had my baby, but the tuberose in here is very sparkling and light. It has a little bit of a kind of a bubbly soapiness in here. There's something that is nostalgic about the scent. To me, something I smelled in my childhood. I used to play with these bubbles, like you would blow bubbles, and the liquid, like the bubble liquid, kind of smelled like this. It was just very uplifting, bright, and very happy. I definitely get gardenia, and the gardenia is kind of what gives me that nostalgic scent, because I find a lot of gardenia fragrances, they give me that nostalgic satisfaction. I guess that bubble solution must have had gardenia in it. Anyway, this is a beautiful new white floral release. It's very modernized. I will definitely be getting a full bottle. The performance on it is actually really good, and it is a clean fragrance. I really like Ellis Brooklyn as a brand, so this is a great new release. I also received a mini of Dylan Purple with one of my Sephora orders, and I saw so much hate on Fragrantica about this fragrance. Look, aside from there being so many flankers coming out of every fragrance and this one basically capitalizing on flankers, I don't hate this. This is kind of a nice, light, fruity scent. It's pear and freesia is what I get most of. It's really nice for the summer. I would recommend this for people looking for a simple yet likable scent. It is not the most recognizable. It's not out of this world, but hey, if you can find it on sale, I would totally recommend this. Would I buy it for full pop? Absolutely not. But having got a free little mini, like I'm never gonna wear more than what's in here, let's be honest. And for that, I think it's a good scent on those easy wearing summer light days. You just want something casual, a little bit fruity, not too complicated. I think this is a nice release, so I would give this a yay. Then I picked up, blindly might I add, the new Hermes Un Jardin à Cythere. This fragrance got me with the pistachio note and the olive tree leaf, and everything about the Un Jardin series from Hermes is just for me. So I knew instantly, especially seeing the perfumers Christine Nagel, I knew that this would be a hit for me. If you guys don't know, she's also the perfumer behind Wood Sage and Sea Salt, one of my absolute favorite fragrances, and I basically like every single creation by her. So I didn't have any doubt when I was blind buying this. This is like angels singing in the heavens. I love it. I love it. This is such a different summer fragrance. It has a little bit of this olive smoothness, almost soapy, like a kitchen soap, but think of the nicest rich olive kind of kitchen soap. Like, I'm trying to say this in the nicest way. It just has this very soothing kind of buttery effect. The pistachio is not a sweet candied pistachio. It's smooth. Everything about this fragrance is super elegant. I cannot say enough good things about it. I sprayed a ton of it as soon as I got it. My man loved it. It's such a nice scent and it sticks around for a really long time. A very unique freshie, not something that's like, oh, it's just a citrusy scent or it's just this. Like, she really creates a unique touch in all of her fragrances. I haven't disliked anything by her. So this one, I give it like a million out of 10. This is probably going to become one of my most worn fragrances. It might become one of my 10 for lives. I would say this fragrance is totally blind buy worthy, and I'm going to give it my personal award of the best release of 2023, at least thus far. I also blindly picked up Zara's Red Temptation Summer. I saw this being compared to Fleur Narcotique from Ex Nihilo on Fragrantica, and I needed to know if that was the truth. It is not a dupe for Fleur Narcotique at all. So if that's what you're looking for, you will not find it in this fragrance. But what it is a dupe of is Armani Privé's Pivoine Sujo. Like, don't even worry about buying Pivoine Sujo. Get this. The performance is incredible. You get a beautiful, sweet peony. It's airy, but it is very sweet. Don't overspray it. I oversprayed it and I'm kind of sick of it now because of that, but it is a sweet, light, airy peony scent. So it has lychee, lots of lychee. You have praline, which does add like a little touch of a gourmand facet. So I think this would be great for all seasons, even though it's called summer, but definitely out of Zara fragrances, a hit. And I did sniff Red Temptation. For those of you wondering, Red Temptation is a spot on dupe for Baccarat Rouge. I would recommend it as a Baccarat Rouge dupe, just as a quick sidebar. So yeah, Zara did good. I also tried the new Mugler Angel Elixir. I posted about this on my Instagram, and just to put it very briefly, it is nothing to do with Angel. If you think it's an actual deep, rich elixir version of Angel, wrong. This is basically an obscure white floral scent, very similar to recent releases. If you like Valentino, Donna Born in Roma, you would like it. If you like Prada Paradox, you would like it. But it is in no way related to Angel. As a scent, I'm not saying that it smells bad, but as a new release, I think it's completely redundant, and for the price point, absolutely not worth it. I could recommend you guys at least 10 other fragrances that smell at least the same or better and will cost basically half the price. So no, I would strongly not recommend Angel Elixir. Now, the new releases from the Guerlain Aqua Allegoria line, Nerolia Vetiver and Nerolia Vetiver Forte, they are both incredible, very elegant, and even if you don't like Neroli or Vetiver, it would still be worth giving it a try. It has nice aromatic notes of basil, it has nice herbaceous touches, very refreshing, and it's not like, I don't like Neroli or Vetiver, and I thought this fragrance was outstanding. It also has a little bit of fig. They are both very long lasting. The Forte has a little bit more fig, a little bit more complexity, but I thought they were both very, very good. I also tried the new Rossa Rosa or Rosa Rossa Forte. That one's quite good as well. The dry down is much nicer. Again, as somebody who doesn't typically gravitate towards rose scents, that is one that I would definitely consider picking up, but at a little bit of a discount. At the Sephora VIB sale, I also grabbed the new Maison Louis Marie number 13 Nouvelle Vague. This one is coconut waters, fig, amber, santal, and I was intrigued by the fig and the coconut, and I thought it would be such a beautiful summery scent. And alas, it was a big disappointment because there's something just kind of cheap and powdery. It has this cheap coconut that I smell in a lot of fragrances. The candle is beautiful. I grabbed the candle as well. The candle smells amazing, but the fragrance itself has that dusty synthetic coconut note. If you guys are picky with coconut notes like myself, you won't like this. If you're not picky with coconut, you probably like it. It does smell a little bit like coconut water and a little bit of fig. You get a bit of sandalwood. It's a milky sandalwood. It has potential, but it's that coconut that ruins it for me. And I also grabbed the number 12 Bousval because I have the candle, which I'm obsessed with. It is one of my favorite candles. It just smells like, I don't know, like I imagine London would smell in a garden after the rain. It just smells so beautiful, powdery, floral, elegant, a little bit old school, and just beautiful and classic, but I got the fragrance and the fragrance doesn't do that. The fragrance goes bitter on my skin, and just there's always this underlying upsetting bitter note. Smelling it out of here is nice, but on the skin, it does something really, really upsetting. So I'm very disappointed, but I still am in love with the candle. Now, as a super quick sidebar, if you are Canadian and you are interested in checking out the number 13, the new one, either in the candle or the fragrance, I think they have a mistake on their website, guys. Shh. But it was listed for $88, whereas this one was listed for $126. I'm talking Canadian. This is a 50 ml and this is a 50 ml. Same size, different price. Why? I have no idea. So I think it was a mistake, and maybe they put US dollars but in Canadian. Anyway, go look. And the candle was $36, where the original price for other candles from the same brand, I think, were 52 or 56. But the candle of the new one was, I think, 36. So yeah, I scooped it up before they realized they made a mistake. Don't know if they did, but go check if you're interested in grabbing it. Also, I received from Skylar their new lime sands. I opened the roller ball that came in the PR pack, but I haven't opened the full bottle. But this is what it looks like. It has cute little limes on the back. I do really like this as a simplistic kind of vacation scent, poolside vibes, easy wearing, nothing complex, and just complements the sunshine. This smells like a little lime, a refreshing margarita, something that you would be sipping by the poolside in the sunshine. It's a very uplifting, nice scent. There's a little bit of coconut in here. There's salty notes and lime. That's basically it. And I will be going to Great Wolf Lodge over a long weekend. It's going to be our first little trip away with my little guy, who's almost a year and a half now. And this is exactly what I'm going to be taking with me. Like, this is the perfect fragrance to have at that sort of, I guess, outing you would call it. It's just simple, it's refreshing, it's uplifting and happy. And yeah, I would totally recommend this as a vacation scent. The coconut note in here just goes so smoothly. It doesn't have a weird dustiness about it. It's more about the lime and the saltiness. It's just like super refreshing. So this one I love. You can grab this at Sephora as well, although there's no mistakes on the price on that one, unfortunately. I have a handful niche fragrances literally a handful that I want to mention to you guys. I don't think Erin qualifies as a niche, but the price point is up there. The Mediterranean Honeysuckle Clementina, love it. This is a lot better than last year's release with Mimosa. This is exactly Mediterranean Honeysuckle, the original as you know it, with a juicy, uplifting clementine note, just like a real clementine that you peeled open and it's at its perfect ripeness. It's very uplifting, really nice, different enough from the original, but yeah, I think this was a great new release. By the way, I didn't mention earlier, if you wanted to check out any of these, I will have them on my Decant shop, thescented.ca, so you can check them out there. Room 1015 Sonic Flower, I love. This is such a beautiful, clean iris scent. It's lipsticky. It's not too sweet. It's powdery. It's very elegant. It's modernized though. It's not like a super old school iris note. It's tweaked to lift it up and make it airy, a little bit woody. It's like if you know Bath & Body Works Kaleidoscope or Glossier You, take that type of vibe, even not a perfume, but put iris in there. So now it's not just like a molecular scent. It's got like a nice lipsticky vibe about it. Along those lines, that's what you get. I think this is the easiest wearing release from the entire house. Very easily signature scent worthy type of scent, especially if you like lipsticky scents. This one is quite light and airy. And Ormond Jane Sakura. This is a game-changing cherry blossom scent. You've never smelled cherry blossom quite like this. It also has a little bit of citrus in the opening. You get lime and mandarin. It's very refreshing. And then it has a nice, soft, pillowy, vanillic, almost smells like tonka. It's very warm in the base. It's not like your usual, almost like air freshener type of cherry blossom. They've taken this on to a whole new level of elegance and like elevated it a lot. It has that signature Ormond Jane, almost like aromatic, herbaceous undertone. One of the most beautiful fragrances I've smelled this year. I touched on a few other new releases from the niche collections. I'll link that video up here for you guys. And that was just my quick take on some of my recent sniffage and my thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what your favorite new release is. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.